Norway, the land of historical personalities like playwright Henrik Ibsen, painter Edvard Munch, explorer Roald Amundsen, stunning scenery of fjords and mountains, and freezing cold winters with tons of snow. And when it comes to that last part, this nation sure knew how to take advantage of that. Cross-country skiing has become the most important sport in Norway, and it is a huge part of Norway's history and identity. Just like polar region explorer Roald Amundsen, the man we'll take a closer look at today shared a common interest in snow and exploring, albeit in a quite different sense. Let's say he wasn't content to have the white powdered snow only beneath his skis, but he also wanted it up his nose, if you catch my drift. And instead of exploring unvisited cold corners of our planet, the exploration took the direction of hard partying, fast cars, and women, preferably combined at the same time. The man we're talking about is the Norwegian cross-country skier Petter Northug. Let's take a closer look at how the golden boy of winter sports dove into a coke-fueled lifestyle of women and booze. Considered a star of the future during his early years with his first world championship in 2005 at the young age of 19, Northug quickly rose to become Norway's golden boy within sports, praised by the ski federations and the public. Signing with the gigantic ski manufacturer Fischer, the first time ever for a junior, with a base salary which was multiplied by 5 when he made the Norwegian elite team for 2006-2007, Northug's career led him to become one of the most successful cross-country skiers of all time, with 13 medals in the World Championship and 4 in the Olympic Games. Loved by the public for his outstanding results and his rude, brusque, and entertaining media personality, often found mocking his opponents during interviews and on the field, the sky couldn't be bluer in this Norwegian fairy tale. That was until the year 2014, when Northug decided that being exceptionally fast shouldn't be limited only to the skiing field, and that demolishing opponents verbally could be changed into demolishing objects, in this case, very expensive objects in the shape of the luxury car Audi A7. In the early hours of May 4th, 2014, Northug drunkenly got behind the steering wheel and crashed his car well above the speed limit near his home in Trondheim, turning the car into a total wreck after hitting the crash barrier by the road. Ouch. I don't think falling over on any rock-hard icy skiing field can compare to the pain of this one. Luckily, he managed not to kill any pedestrians, nor his 23-year-old passenger who broke his collarbone in the crash. As a skiing celebrity and role model for young aspiring athletes worldwide, you'd think you'd admit the mistake and accept your punishment, right? Not quite. Fleeing the crash site, leaving his injured friend behind, police dogs sniffed Northug out of his home sometime after the accident. In a press release made later on the day of the crash, Northug apologized for the incident, and he was charged by the Norwegian public prosecutor with no less than 5 counts of violation of the Norwegian Road Traffic Act and 1 count violation of the General Civil Penal Code. The latter charge stemmed from Northug having claimed, in 3 separate police interrogations on the day of the crash, that his passenger had actually been driving the vehicle at the time of the accident. I sure hope these guys weren't friends before the accident, as they sure wouldn't be friends after. Due to Northug's initial claims, the passenger had been preliminarily charged with causing the incident. Northug was sentenced to 50 days in prison, 10 days less than requested by the prosecutor. He had already served 2 days of the sentence in police custody after his initial arrest. In addition to the prison time, Northug was fined the sum of $17,000 and lost his driver's license for 5 years. The prison sentence was served while wearing an ankle monitor in his home. True skiing gangster style there, folks. As a result of the crash, Audi decided not to renew their sponsorship agreement with Northug after 3 years of working together. Oh well, prison sentence served, fines paid, apologies made, no human lives lost. Back to skiing and leave this incident behind, right? Petter Northug kept on skiing for life until calling it quits in 2018, being able to look back at an unbelievable career and having enough money earned to live happily ever after, you would have thought that this would be a good ending of the story. But no. Until releasing his autobiography the same year, causing a vicious media storm between himself and former Norwegian actress, singer, model, and pornographic actress Aylar Lie. As the two had a relationship prior to this book, Petter Northug revealed sensitive details about Aylar Lie on who was the father of her fetus that she aborted in 2011. The ski legend sure kicked off his retirement with a loud bang and celebrated an ended career with a new media scandal and court rounds, where Lie demanded compensation of $9,000 for breach of privacy. While Lie lost the compensation case, Northug went through a fortunate media frenzy for his recently released autobiography. All right, the man must have grown up and learned by now, you might say to yourself. It might have seemed like that for the 2 coming years. Sadly, it looks like you can take the athlete out of the craziness, but you can't take the craziness out of the athlete. Retirement became boring for the main man of today's story. And boy, does the line from The Office's Michael Scott, "That escalated quickly," fit this case well. In August 2020, in the area of the Norwegian capital Oslo, Northug was caught going 104 miles per hour on a 68-mile-per-hour road in his Jaguar F-Type SVR. Police did not confiscate the $3,700 found in Northug's car. However, they proceeded to search his home and found around 10 grams of a substance containing cocaine. Our man just couldn't stay away from the white powdered snow in his retirement. A later indictment in 2020 charged him with reckless driving at high speed. And wait for it, another illegal possession in his home of 6 grams of cocaine. But this time, the powder snow was just not enough. The charges continued with 0.6 grams of MDMA, 3 tablets containing diazepam, and 2 tablets containing alprazolam, and using a mobile phone while driving. He pleaded guilty even before trial on all counts, and he was sentenced to 7 months in prison, and his driving license was revoked for at least 5 years. And as we know from earlier incidents, Northug sure didn't enjoy being speedy only on the skiing field. The proceedings in court revealed that Northug had been driving over 125 miles per hour on several occasions, 2 of them in a 50-mile-per-hour zone. And since he was able to mock the skiers he took over on the skiing field, why couldn't he do the same on the road? The verdict said that while he was speeding, he made 4 video recordings over several days for a total of 12 minutes, while commenting about his own driving, as if the drivers being passed were being humiliated and put in their place. As a true rock star raging through his career and retirement, as of mid-2021, he was enrolled as a client at a clinic that deals with drug dependency. There, he was serving his 7-month prison sentence, according to the media. During the summer of 2021, he was released. And what does one do when the dust settles? Keep quiet? Most people might have chosen that option, but we know our man by now. More scandals? You can surely say so, but none are punishable, unless you are a music critic or a music consumer, where sadly the latter encompasses most of us. I bet you never could have guessed this one, because I was just as surprised as you when this happened. As an apology for the recent incidents, Petter Northug released a Christmas song and a music video where the vocals are so heavily auto-tuned that even Cher's "Do You Believe in Life After Love" would blush in shame. The lyrics in the chorus are as follows. "The bells are ringing, Christmas is here, my friend. The snow is fallen. I was the king who brought all the gold home. The stars twinkle. I was a star myself. You've been a bad boy. I stumble in life, but I get up again." So, the next time you watch cross-country skiing competitions on your TV, looking at all the happy children and families at the side of the tracks waving their flags and chanting for their favorite skiers to win, let's just say that the athletes themselves might have some out-of-this-world crazy action going on outside of the skiing field. This also includes trying to make it as a singer, as in this case. If you liked this video, do hit the like button. If you want to hear the craziest stories in sports, do follow our channel. History is overflowing with crazy people. We will cover them in our videos.